welcome to the AGRA podcast. We have a very exciting discussion, also very ably represented. We have 2 Nigerians and 2 Zambians, so it's quite a mix.
Yeah.
The ladies joining me today, I have Niza Zulu, our other Zambian, and then I have Ajibike Olawale, our Nigerian, our other Nigerian, Lucy Chioma. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to do a very quick one of a quick hello in your respective languages. So, Lucy.
Like, hello, good morning.
Yes.
Kedu Kimere.
And Leo Shalafia ni o.
Mulibwanji, Mulishani, Mwashibukeni.
I'll also do one. Mulibwanji, Mwashibukeni, Mulishani. Same as Niza.
Same thing.
Okay, so we're going to start off with some quick word association just to get us understanding what is it that we think about when we think of very specific words, yeah? So what do you... so when I say the word, whoever has the quickest answer comes first. Okay. So word number 1, trade.
Buying and selling.
Financing, let's go. Word number 2, money.
Financing.
Take it away. We're some money people. Okay, let's do word number 3. We'll go food.
Eating, nutrition.
Last word, let's go agriculture.
Agribusiness.
So I see you are thinking business, we're thinking money. Okay, very good to have you on the podcast, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
I'm going to start us off with a very easy one. With what is your best food memory? So maybe let's start with Ajibike. What is your best food memory?
My best food memory will be eating alligator with my daddy as a small child.
Okay, describe for us what that food is.
So alligator is a similar animal to crocodile. You find them in swampy areas. And so they used to sell this, will I say, dried alligator by the roadside. And so it was like a special occasion for my daddy. When you see alligator in the house, then you know Christmas is here early. So my favorite food memory is that.
Perfect. Is that
For me, it's waking up to my grandmother's cooking.
Oh.
You know, waking up, she's cooked her chikanda, her munkoyo early in the morning, waking up to that smell.
Oh,
You know, it's going to be a really good day.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Lucy?
Mine is breadfruits with my dad. My late dad really loved breadfruits, and I also love breadfruit, but my mom and my siblings do not like it. So every time I make my dad very happy, he comes back home with breadfruit, and I know that it's Christmas for me and my dad.
Yeah.
Okay, it's quite interesting how we associate food with more than just the food itself. It's usually linked to a memory. So for most of you, it was either your dad or your grandparents. But I think there's also a larger thing about food. It makes us think about earlier when we did the quick fire, is it money? Is it growth? So I just want to hear from you. What is it that attracted you to this agribusiness sector, to food systems? Maybe it's beyond food, but what is the moment for you that got you into this space? Maybe we'll start with you, Lucy.
So for me, I grew up in an agricultural family. My late dad would sell agricultural implements to local farmers in northern Nigeria. And I saw how he would give them goods on credit and they're only able to pay him after harvest and sales, right? My own mom, then went into value addition. She would process fresh tomatoes and pepper when they are in season and then into dry format, which she then sends to my grandmother in the village. And then my grandmother in the village was also a cassava farmer, but they all harvest at the same time, right? Because they all typically farm at the same time. Yeah. So at harvest, there's not so much market for them. So she then has to make like cassava flakes, cassava flour, cassava paste out of cassava to be able to sell at the market. So I pretty much grew up in like an agricultural family. But the moment for me was in school during my undergraduate. I realized that with so much money in the agricultural sector and the fact that a lot of us were raised by parents who in one way or the other were the agricultural sector, a lot of young people were not interested in agriculture. I then started asking why, ask my classmates, why are you not thinking about agriculture? I studied zoology in school, so I did animal production, pretty much was on the farm, did mushroom, catfish farming. So it didn't make sense why we were studying this, but we were not interested in it. And then a lot of feedback was to start a tech skill, to start out in the tech space, you could go to a lot of platforms. There were a lot of digital platforms to access knowledge. But in the agricultural sector, you have to transport yourself to a farm, take care of your logistics within the local community where you are learning, and then when you're back, you also have to deal with raising the capital to start off. And that was one major reason why a lot of my classmates weren't interested in the agricultural sector. That was it for me, and that was why I went on a mission to say I'm going to build an agricultural school that is going to be accessible to anyone, be it you want to learn online, you want to get connected to somebody that is closest to you. I want to be that person who brings education, technology in the agricultural space. So that was it for me.
I love that. It's this one moment for you, but it's also what it has now meant for others, because by having a school, you're also reaching others, right?
Yeah.
If we move to Ajibike, what was that moment for you that got you into this space?
I think for me, I would say it wasn't really a moment. I grew into it. Growing up, we've always had farms. My grandfather has cashew farm back in the village, and at the back of the house, we farm vegetables. So agriculture has always been a way of life for me. Even though initially not on a large scale like this, but along the line, I was drawn to the amazing power of agriculture. I was drawn to the amazing power of agriculture to impact, to create wealth, and to provide nutrition. And that was it for me. I actually grew into it. And I see the way agriculture can lift people out of poverty, can transform lives, create value addition rather. So for me, I grew into it, and then I came to realize that this thing, with it comes impact, source of wealth, and provision of nutrition.
That's really interesting, because sometimes it's not just a singular moment, right? All of these things have to come together to bring you on the path towards this.
Very true.
Nisa, what's your story?
For me, it was keeping my late father's dream alive. He was a fish farmer, and going into university and doing research and realizing or learning that majority of fish farmers in our country, all 30,000 of them, only take up approximately 5% of the total fish production market. That was something that stood out to me, and knowing that the big five, which are fish producers, take up approximately 80% of our entire market. It made me realize that smallholder farmers in fish farming need support, and they need to be able to ensure that they're keeping their businesses alive, as they're not only feeding families, but they're also helping feed our nation. So that was something that really stood out for me, and I said we have to do something about this, and we have to provide these fish farmers more support.
I like that. For you, it was keeping a dream alive as well. That also translated to others. I have an interesting story, because as a child, I also spent quite a bit of time on my dad's farm. And you mentioned cashew nuts. He had a cashew nut tree, and I thought, oh, you just bite into the nut. My lip was bent for a week. So anyone that knows
Acid.
cashew nuts knows,
Acid.
don't do that.
Yes, acid.
Yeah, but it's just interesting how we are influenced sort of from a young age and growing up around this, and how that becomes a part of our story. I know that a collective factor to all of your story is your participation in the SME accelerator with for African women-led agripreneurs, and part of that program is around an accelerator that's led by FAO, IFFN, and Emerging Ag. And I just want to learn a little bit more about your collective experience. So maybe it's just a one line about why this program, how you got into it, because that's all, it's something you all share in common. Maybe Niza, we start with you this time.
Yes, so I saw the applications online on the FAO website, and I thought it was a great platform for me to not only market my business but also learn more. We went through a really long process. I believe it was 9 months, where we got attached to mentors, and those mentors helped us not only shape our business, but also saw the loopholes or some of the challenges that we were experiencing, and helped us through that experience to help us work on those challenges. So it was really a great experience. I enjoyed every second of it. My mentor and I are still very much in touch. She does help me sometimes. When I need help, I'm able to reach out to her. And also, it's also a network. We have people like Robin who will send you an email here and there in case there are any opportunities, especially in the agribusiness sector. So it's really been life changing for me, and I'm very grateful to have gone through that program.
Perfect. Perhaps, Ajibike, I want to hear your experience, maybe to touching on the point Niza has raised around the importance of mentorship and why the program. What did it do for you?
So I think mentorship is very, very important. There's something about riding on the shoulders of people who have gone ahead of you. It gives you a better view. It gives you a leverage beyond your own peers. You have a better leverage. It's been a very interesting experience for me because you can actually be doing something good and you are not able to convince people that you are doing something good. It's clear that you are doing something good. But in the business world, you need to be able to convince people that you are doing something good. And I think that is one of my major takeaway from the mentorship. I was attached to Katia Fashetti, and I must say she's been a very selfless woman. And even beyond the 9 months accelerator program, she's just one email away, one message away, or just one she's just a nudge away and you have her already. So I must say that it was really helpful to be able to say what you do and convince people with it.
We picked up on the theme of networks as well. Perhaps, Lucy, you want to comment on this idea of networks, but also what the program was for you?
So for me, the program was a mix of realizing the need to embrace mentorship more and seeing new revenue streams for my business because I got attached to two mentors. I don't know how that happened, but
You are the lucky one.
beautiful. I was the lucky one. And I came in after winning the Wire Rising Star Award. So it's like someone who is rising, I needed support. And these mentors were there. First, they helped me see what was not working and why it wasn't working in my business. And they let me also see the other opportunities within my business. So at the time when I won this award, I was running an academy with a marketplace. But with the help of my mentors, I was able to see that these two could be two independent business and they were stretching me thin, right, as a solo founder. So I got that feedback and I was able to streamline to say, you know what, we'll focus on education. And then I'll look for other co-founders to help me run the marketplace. And, that switch from that mentorship session was all my business needed to move to the next stage, right? I'm super excited that I still have them in my corner. I still reach out to them every other time. Whenever there are opportunities, they do reach out to me. Sometimes I say that my mentors have now turned to non-executive board members because they check out and look out for the business much more than I even expect them to do. And I'm super grateful for it. And I think that connections and relationships like this are what helps businesses, especially women businesses, to grow far.
That's amazing to hear. On that segment, I just want you to talk about, just very briefly, what is your business so that people watching this can know.
So I like to say that Agrodemy, my business, is an agribusiness school. See it like the Udemy, the Coursera for agriculture. The tweak to what we are then doing is we are using technology to provide online courses, physical training through matching services, and introducing people through to technology tools through our ADT program called Agro Digital Tool Programs. So you want to learn an agric business, you want to get information about an agric business, our free online courses with certifications are there. You want to practice and see what it looks like to run an agric business on the field. You come to us, you pay us, we connect you to an existing agric business owner who runs similar business very close to you. And you also want to learn how to digitize your agric business, or you're very big in the technology space and you're looking for how to monetize these technology skills in the agricultural sector, then our ADT program, which is the Agro Digital Tool Program, is there for you. So we are a school that helps you to learn, practice and digitize any agric business.
Perfect. Ajibike, what's your business?
Thank you very much. In a nutshell, I would say my business is about adding value to the African agro-commodity. And we do this with different processing. We do this through the coffee value chain, through the cassava value chain, adding value to the African agro-commodity.
Perfect. Niza?
So we provide extension services to small and medium scale fish farmers. We help them connect them to markets, we help them reduce loss on their fish farms, and we also provide trainings both in person and virtual.
Oh, perfect. On that note, I just want to end with a single, like a one-liner on if somebody asked you about why this sector, maybe you just woke up at 5 a.m. and somebody says, why this sector? What's the thing that people need to know? We talked a lot about growing solutions and challenges, but I want us to think very positive as we go into sort of the next decade of our continent's future. What is that one sentence for you, Niza?
So fish farming is the future. It's the fastest growing food sector in sub-Saharan Africa. The future is fish, and we love fish, so why not?
Ajibike?
Why adding value to African agro-commodity? I would say the future of Africa is industrialization.
Industrialization. Lucy?
For me, I think that Africa needs to move from agriculture to agribusiness, and agriculture should not be seen as a hobby, but a business to all.
Okay, perfect. We did this at the beginning. We're going to do this at the end. Word association. Agriculture?
Agribusiness.
Still the same. Money people. Thank you. Thank you so
very
much.
Thank you.
My name is Mwandwe Chileshe, and thank you for joining the AGRA podcast.